Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Today I am going to be doing a parenting video. All of the other parenting videos that I tend to do are on quite specific topics. Things like breastfeeding or bottle feeding, whereas I never really speak about just parenting. Parenting in general. I'm quite a sit on the fence parent. Not that I don't have opinions, I definitely do. I'm the typical, fed is best, and as long as your baby is healthy and happy, then I'm happy. So today I have teamed up with Johnson's as part of their Welcome to the World campaign for expectant parents, new parents, parents who have years and years of experience but like me still sometimes think, what am I doing? And yeah, I'm going to share with you my 5 parenting tips that I live by. Okay, so number 1, let them get messy. This is like the hardest one for me to say. It's definitely something that has taken a lot of time for me to feel comfortable with. I couldn't even count the amount of times a day that I would say no to mess. I would walk past the bathroom and there would Jensen be unravelling the loo roll. I'd go into the kitchen and Jasper would have taken 10 of his plates out just to find the perfect one. We'd be sat at the table and the boys would be making a mess. And I would constantly be focused on those things, getting more and more anxious. And I don't know what it was, something just clicked. I think, to be honest, it was seeing the look on their faces while they were making the mess. Sometimes it was a look of menace, but most of the time it was just a look of, oh my goodness, this is so much fun. It was just pure joy. As long as it's something that, isn't going to take a lifetime to clean up, nothing's going to get broken. If it's just good, unclean, clean fun, then just let them do it, because kids can be cleaned. Despite popular belief, pop them in the bath, pop in some Johnson's top to toe baby bath, make it all nice and bubbly, get them nice and clean, and then when you're snuggling them up afterwards and they smell all lovely and fresh, you can think to yourself, my child has had fun today. And yes, you may have had to spend a little bit of time tidying a few things up, but yeah, once you let go, you'll feel so much better. Okay, parenting tip to live by, number 2, grow their imaginations. I have been doing this minimalism journey for about 6 months now, where we've been kind of decluttering and getting rid of loads of things in our home. And one of the major things for us was the boys' toys. They had boxes and boxes full of cars and books and plastic toys, and half of them were never even used. They would end up just getting out all of these toys and getting overstimulated by all of them and not knowing what to play with. And as soon as I started to kind of get rid of them, get rid of the ones that were broken or that they never used anymore, I just realised how much more my children used their imaginations. Instead of having 50 cars all around them and constantly going, oh, I want to play with this one, I want to play with this one, they would just sit there with 10 and we would make a car party, like a racetrack going up the table leg and across the table. You don't need to go and buy a big expensive racetrack. You have a home. That's the perfect racetrack. You don't need to buy all of these like obstacle course pieces of equipment, because you've got sofas and you've got chairs and you've got cushions that they can jump on to avoid the lava on the floor. You can feed their imaginations so easily. Don't worry if you've got nothing planned for the day, if you don't think your child's got enough toys, because you've got everything you need up here. Number 3, which is probably quite similar to number 2, seek adventure. You feel like you're stuck in a rut, whatever age your child is, try and get out of that rut and do something different. Instead of going to the same park every day, find a new country park, or wake up in the morning and think, right, we're going to go to the same park today, but we're going to go and get rollerblades and you're going to learn how to rollerblade today. Make things exciting, like in your own garden, make like a scavenger hunt and go and find pine cones and funny shaped leaf and stuff like that, or build a bug hotel or a mud kitchen, or just do something different. You'll have so much fun, your children will have so much fun. And if you do feel a little bit anxious that you're out and about and you've been splashing in muddy puddles, take a packet of wipes with you. Johnson's top to toe washcloths are huge. You could wash a whole child's body with them. They'll get nice and clean, and then you can pop a clean tot into the car, and if they fall asleep on the way home you can pop them straight to bed without having to wake them up for a bath. Okay, number 4, and this is one that makes me a little bit emotional, so I hope I don't cry. Train your children to be the adults that you want them to become. I've always known that, you should teach your kids to say please and thank you and have good manners. Now, I think it's really easy to kind of tell your kids, if they accidentally bump into someone or on purpose they push someone at soft play. I think it's important to teach them why they can't do that. Don't just say to your child, oh, go say sorry. Explain to them, and I do that in the hope that I'm kind of moulding him into the person that I want him to be when he's older, which is obviously kind and caring and just wonderful. Also, house train them. Do things that not only will they thank you for when they're about 20, you'll thank yourself for, because you're not going to have a 20-year-old slob living at home like still expecting you to cook their meals for them. But also your future son-in-law or daughter-in-law, they're going to thank you as well. The other day we were making pancakes and Jasper said, "Can I crack the eggs?" And I was like, "Oh, no, because you'll get shell in it and you'll be touching raw egg." And then I thought, so what? I can take the shell out, I can wash his hands, and you know what? The first time he did it, there was not a single piece of shell in that bowl. And finally, number 5. This again, actually, I think is something that makes me feel quite emotional. Protect them fiercely. These little tiny tots, whether you have a newborn baby or a 7-year-old who's off at school, it doesn't matter whatever age they are, protect them with all of your being. There will be a stage when they're like, "I've got this, mum, I can cross the road by myself, and you know, I can apply my own sun cream." We are very limited in time when we are the ones that our children look to help them cross the road. And I know when they're older, they'll probably look to us to help them, you know, with their mortgages and their university applications, and we'll always protect them. But this is the time now. You know, it goes back to my other points as well, that you're instilling kind of good habits in them, like looking both ways and being cautious and applying your cream and stuff like that. You know, with Jasper, he has quite dry skin, so I've made it a real routine. After his bath, he applies his Johnson's baby cream, and it's become such a habit that now he'll go straight to the cupboard and he'll look for that particular cream. I know that I'm protecting him, I'm keeping his skin lovely and soft, and hopefully that's something that as he gets older, he'll then just do himself, and that'll be because of my fierce mama protection instincts. You want to wrap them up in their towel and give them post-bath snuggles even when they're like, "No, mum, get off." Just do it, because they're not going to be babies forever, and they're not always going to let you apply their cream and hold their hands when they cross the road. Well, that's it. Those are my 5 parenting tips to live by. I really hope they help. Whether you've just found out that you're expecting, you've just welcomed your little baby newborn bundle of joy into the world, or you're waiting to start your child's first day of school, whatever stage of parenting life you're at, I hope that these can help, because these are things that I just kind of wish that I'd known earlier on, because I would have just, you know, let the barriers down and saved myself a lot of stress and a lot of going to bed thinking, why did I say no so many times? Did it really matter? Well, thank you so much for watching. If you would like to know more about the Johnsons Welcome to the World campaign, then I will leave a link below. Please do let me know your parenting tips. You know, are you like me who thinks, you know, if a child ends their day with mud under their nails, then they've obviously had a good day? I would love to hear from you guys, so please do leave a comment below, give this video a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!